Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Amar Khan. Coming at you with a lesson, giving all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone who will wear peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And also to peace to the great multitude destined for salvation, including women, man. Women who actually adhere to this truth, women that listen and, have respect for the order, man. And this is kind of what I'm trying to go into. It was on my spirit today, man, because, just traveling around, you see how the modern woman is moving, and she's moving with great pride, man. Alright? And not only when you go out and about, you see it in social media, on the television. They're in positions where they ought not to be, man. Turn on your TV, they're talking over men, they're telling men what to do, they're in rulership in cabinets and Congress and governments around the world, man. Not long ago we had a queen in this country, imagine that. A queen. Now there should be no queen ruling over any man. There should be no woman ruling over every man, right? According to the scriptures, the order is Yahweh, Shai, man, woman, and child, man. That's the order. But now, because of feminism and this new age that we're living in, these women think they've got a pass now. They can, talk over men, act as men. Now you see them in the UFC, they're fighting, they're boxing, and ultimately women, as sports isn't even made for women, man. Alright? But they want to do everything what men do. And look, you can't even blame them, to be honest, because, it's men that have coerced them into believing, tricking them into this whole feminism movement, making them believe that they're equal to men. So now, the point I'm getting to is that these women are walking around entitled, man. Alright? They think that the world owes them something. They think that the male population of, men owe them something, man. And they don't come with any respect anymore. The times when my mother was growing up or whatever, they would have respect for men. For men, and men were men and women were women. And now you see them. I'll give you an example, man. And this is what happens when I'm out and about, just traveling around. I use public transport a lot, and you see these women. They have no patience anymore. There's no rule. There's no rule of law. There's no order. So you could be waiting at a bus stop for 20 minutes, man. And these female dogs, I'm not going to use the other word, but these female dogs, man, alright, will push their way in front of you. I was on my way home today on a train. This woman literally barged in between me and the train, man, and then tried to say she's sorry. She wasn't sorry, she was just trying to be clever. I said to her, because I had to say something about this by that time. That's why I'm saying that it was on my spirit, man, because I was getting irked in the spirit. And I had to say to her, are you sorry? And she turned around nervously laughing because she knew that she was just being a fool, man, with no order, man. That's what I mean. They think they can just do what they want. They're out here on social media, posting things online, like the majority of the women out there in the world now, man. I'm gonna have to say that when you look on, Instagram and things like that, from 18 to 65, man, these women are acting out like, a lot of them are acting like hoes, man, to be honest. They all want to do the same thing. They're twerking in their bikinis, in their underwear and all that stuff. So these women are becoming loose. Right, they're prideful, man. Even the low, because look, let's be honest, man. Not every woman is as attractive as the other. Even the lowest of them, aesthetically, some say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but there is a standard. Let's be real. You know, even the lowest of them aesthetically think that they're too good for a normal man these days, man. But the beautiful thing is, and here's the point, the beautiful thing is that they're about to be humbled, man. Right, they're about to be humbled big time, because we're coming into time. We're almost there, where these women are going to have to. They're going to get back to reality, and they're going to understand what the order is, because all the fallacy, all the fake, all the fakeness around them being on the same level as men, it's going to go out the window, because it's going to be evident that they've been told a lie. Because when times get tough and men start acting like, that animalistic nature comes out, that raw male dominant behavior comes out, man, they're going to understand that, hey, all this time we've been fooled, man. We've been led to believe that we can spar one-on-one with men. That could have a perfect example, that Clarissa Shields, man. Yeah, she's a good boxer for a woman, so what? She fights with other women, man. It doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. But she's out here trying to call men up. Trying to fight professional adult male boxers, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I've talked enough. I obviously want to talk some more, but let's read some scripture, man. This is the glorious future. It's glorious, man. It's going to be glorious for the men of our people and the women, man. Because at the end of the day, in the kingdom, they're going to have order, man. We're all going to be, all the laws and statutes and commandments are going to be written in our hearts, meaning our minds, man. So we're going to be in order, as in we're going to all of Israel are going to adhere, stick to the laws, man. And the women are going to do that also, and they're going to understand the order, and they're not going to buck up against it. And it's not like a case of, the men of Israel mistreating the women of Israel. No, man, we never say things like that. But we understand in this world, they're out of order, man. So let me read this. This is the glorious future. Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. So yeah, man, Yahushua and the elect, man. That's what's coming, right? Yahushua, King David, the elect, reigning. It will be a reign of righteousness and rule and a rulership in judgment, man. Verse 2 says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Right? What's that mean? It means protection. A man, as a man should be able to protect a woman, man, because they are the weaker vessel in every sense of the word, man. Right? They're the weaker vessel, man. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. If they were spiritually as strong as men, they'd be called into the truth as well, man. Right? So let's read on. It says, and the eyes of them that shall see, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. So, listen, it's going to become quite evident of what times we're in once this starts happening. Alright? The people like to talk about biblical proportions. They don't know what biblical proportions are yet, because they haven't seen it. Right? But that's what we're coming into, biblical proportions of all manner of things, man. You understand that these women are going to need protection. Why? Because it's going to be chaos out here, man. You think these men are going to care when it gets rough out here? They're going to be taking women. And when I mean take, you need to look at what that really means, man. or what I really mean by that. I don't just mean they're going to be kidnapping them. I mean they're going to take away their, what's the word I'm looking for? Not virtue, but you know what I'm saying, man. They're going to take them, man. They're going to take what they want from them. Let's put it like that. You have to be careful what you say out here these days, man. Censorship is heavy, and part of that is because of the times we're coming into them, and they want to squash the word, man. They want to quench it, But yeah, man, they're gonna, it's gonna be a peak out here for them because they're gonna need protection. All right. And I need to get something in. I think it's in Ezra as well, but let me think on that. Anyway, reading on. In fact, let me jump down to verse 9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease." Thank you. "Hear my words, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." Right. "Rise up, you women that are at ease." They're at ease, man. They don't. And it's funny. I was with one of the archives yesterday. I was on a mission, and I said to him when he had to pop out. Was driving around. He had to jump out the car a minute, and I said to him when he got back, I said, I find it sickening how, especially these, not just the eat-em-up women in general, but well, I'll just keep it like that. It's funny how these women walk around without a care in the world, man. Alright? Because they're in a world now where everything is catered to them. Men do all the work, they build everything up. Now women want to do is focus on their careers. And whatever man they feel they can get, and when it doesn't work out with that man, they're quick to jump to the next one, man. I believe they call that hypergamy, man. Jump into the next best thing. Basically climbing that ladder, man. But they're doing it by jumping on that carousel, man. You know what I mean? And they feel no way about it, man. They don't hold any respect for a man unless he's got a certain amount of money and how tall he is and all of that stuff. The old values have gone away. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease," man. Yeah, everything is catered for to them. If I'm saying that correctly. What do they really have to do, man? They can walk into places, people pay things for them, that you open the door for them, they haven't got the courtesy to say thank you. Right, they look down on men these days because they've been gassed up, man. Verse 10 says, "Many days and years shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail." Right? The gathering shall not come. The vintage, the old ways, man. These ways that you're used to, basically, is going to fail. And you're going to find out that you're not, they're going to stop looking at you as that delicate and comely flower that you think you are. They're going to see you for what you actually are. Because remember, let's keep it real, man. The scriptures just, tell you what women are meant to be servants, man. A helpmeet to the man. Nothing much major than that. They ain't meant to be out here building careers. What they're meant to be doing is raising children and keeping the family home, man. That's what they're meant to be doing. With one husband ever in their lives. It says, "Rise up, you women that are ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." Yeah, it's like I read that. It says, "Many days and years ye shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." So all what they're used to now. Because remember, they're just living for pleasure, man. You know, they go to work, they try and build their careers. When the weekend comes around, let's go out. You see them late at night, 2, 3 of them walking around midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy, man. Especially the world we live in, and they want to say, well, we should be able to walk around any time we want. Well, that's folly, man, because at the end of the day, there's evils in the world, and there always have been evils in the world. So you're putting yourself in peril just because you feel as though you have your women's rights. I saw a video the other day, I believe it was in, I can't remember what country it was, man, it might have been Germany, where you had these female dogs, like must have been about 100 of them out in the street, with their breasts showing, man, protesting something. I can't remember what it was, because they're just fools, man. They think that they hold so much power with their breasts that hold, protesting out in the street with no tops on is going to actually achieve something. No, what you're going to get is men looking at your wares, man. That's not impactful. It's corny. In fact, it's corny, man. You played yourselves. They literally played themselves, man. What has it achieved? Why would you think that anyone's going to listen to you just because you bared your breast, man? And that's logical. That's the illogical way a woman works, man. They're not logical, man. They don't think things through. They work around on emotions. That was an emotional display. They wanted to bring shock and awe instead of facts to help whatever cause there was. I don't even care what it was, man. That's what I mean. They're not worth paying attention when it comes to things like that. Imagine that. There was a time when they wouldn't have dreamt of burying themselves in public like that, man. Now they're emboldened. Verse 11 says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." You're going to wish for the old days where it was simple and you wasn't even coming up like you had all this power. You're going to wish that it was men out here looking after you and you just had the comfort of the home and your children that you bear around you. It says, "Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joy city." Anyway, let's move on to the next scripture, man, because I've been rambling a bit, but it's just the spirit sometimes. This is Isaiah 4:1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread, and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach." So, that's evident, man. They're going to need protection from the men, and most importantly, the men of the Lord, man. The men of the Lord. Why? Because they're going to understand what's going on. Right? They're going to understand. They're going to be moving differently, man. There's going to be an aura around the elect, man. Right? There's going to be an aura, and these people are going to they're going to see, man. Especially these women. They're going to see how you're moving out here. Because there's going to be a lot of men that are going to crumble. Men are going to take their own lives. Men are going to be out here doing wicked stuff. And when you're when you're moving amongst that, fearless, but you're not doing the things that everybody else is doing, you're going to be noticed, man. I'm talking to those of the hope for the elect, man. It says, "Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach," meaning they want to be known as your woman. Alright, so no other men will try it. They're literally going to be, I've got to say, keep it real, they're literally going to be out offering themselves to you. Right? Just for peace and safety, or at least some safety. Not necessarily peace, man. Jeremiah 31 and 22 says, how long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Exactly. And you can't, this is none of this, what we read these scriptures, man, is all 100% truth, factual. And it happens before our eyes. Now these women have compassed men. You know, they talk about all the time in the education system, and now, you know, the police officers, they're judges, they're lawyers, they're in the government, you know, they're you know, there's queens and princesses, you know, over men. You know, you go to a workplace and a woman can be your boss. That's off. That's off. You know, a woman should compass a man, and that's a new thing in the earth, man. It is a new thing in the earth. That wasn't happening even a century ago. You know what I mean? It's been a very short space of time. What are we talking about? If I'm not even sure, but maybe we might be talking about the 30s, maybe, or maybe even the 20s. Maybe even before that. In fact, let's get a quick example of it, because it might give a date. I'm not going to go too deep. Let's see if it gives a quick date without me going too crazy. Right. Between 1903, see, there's even earlier than I said, between 1903 and 1914, the suffragette movement was a campaign for women's right to vote using protest tactics and publicity to achieve their goals. And you know, majority of the women didn't want to involve themselves in that, because the right to vote also put you in a position where you had to serve in the armed forces, man. Right, they didn't want that. The majority of women didn't want this. A small amount of women ruined it for the rest. So it shows, once again, shows you the folly of these women, man. Let's get a couple of scriptures in here, man. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. These women are wicked out here, man. If you want proof of what I'm saying, just go on the internet, go onto Instagram, and you see how wicked they are, man. They are evil. And I'm not, listen, I could do another video about men, but right now I'm talking about the women, man. Right? So I don't want people out there getting their panties in a bunch. It's just factual, man. And a lot of the problems with this is these simps out here that are gassing these women up, man. You can go on the internet and see a 250-pound woman, you know, rolls everywhere and all of that, in a bikini, and these cats out here throwing likes up in the comment section and hearts emojis and all this madness, man. It's ridiculous, man. Verse 16 says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. It says, verse 19 says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You know what I mean? Listen, this is a strong one. Verse 24, of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Alright, and I wanted to do a quick point actually, because I mentioned you know, the times that we're coming into. Let's get one in the second Ezra real quick. 15. Because this is one of the reasons why they're going to need protection, man. I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 19, a man shall, and this is future prophecy, by the way. So this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Don't think they're just going to spoil the goods, you know. Right? They're going to spoil the women. All right. You know, they're going to spoil the women, man. Your neighbor could run up in your house, you got young daughters or whatever, and he wants to take them, man. Because it's going to be lawless. Right? They're going to think they can do what they want. You know? They're going to actually think, you know, they can just run up in your house. You know, and if they got the tools to do so, man, the weaponry, yeah, they'll be able to get away with that. So it's going to be peak for these women, man. And let me get one more precept before I cut. You know, because it's going to show you this. There's hardly any women out here worthy to be with, especially if you're a man in this truth, man. All right. This is Proverbs. Once it loads up, 12 and 4. It says, a virtuous woman is a crown unto her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. And then let's go to I need Proverbs again, but this is the quickest way. Let's go to Proverbs 31. And I had another one that popped up in my mind, but I can't remember it now. I can't think of it. Proverbs 31 and 10. Do you know, it keeps bouncing around in my brain and I can't get a grip on it. Proverbs 31 and 10 says, who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies. Right? The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Right? So that, you know, there's not many virtuous women in the world, man. You know. You know. So the scriptures talk about those that have a. You know, scripture says those that have wives be as though they have none. You know. Women are a trap. They can entrap you, man. In fact, I just thought of one other one, man. Let me see if I can find it on my... I can't think how it goes against Slovakia. Anyway, look, man. I think I made the point anyway. That's how the spirit goes sometimes, man. So yeah, man. Sometimes you have to use this word to vent, you know. Because what we're going to do, run up and down the street, you know, cursing these women out and all of that. It's just pointless, man. It goes through one, it goes in one and out of the other, man. You know, anyways, all one is edifying, you know. All praises on the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Hashem Kodash. Yeah, man, and I'm out, man. Shalom, shalom.